Everything comes down to your belief. If you're sitting in a forest like this, you swear you saw a moose. Too big to be a deer. You know what a deer is. Not fat enough, not round enough to be a cow or a horse. Might be an elk, but considering you're in a city, in a town, highways around, people around, houses around, you question yourself. You're like, I know I saw a moose. Wait, I think I saw a moose. It doesn't make any sense, but I think that's what happened. And you go home, tell your roommates or your friends, like, I think I saw a moose today. I know that doesn't make any sense, but I think I saw a moose today. And they're like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's in town. I mean, plus there's no moose in Southern Oregon. And you're like, yeah, that's what I thought. Then all of a sudden, there's a news report and somebody got a video. There's a moose in town. And you're like, I did see a moose. It was, and it changes your belief. You go from thinking something to believing something, even though absolutely nothing about the event changed. And that's kind of how we live our lives. You know, we look at the discussion over eggs for the last 50 years. You know, chicken eggs that we eat for breakfast. In the 70s, they were great. Eat as many eggs as you can. And in the 80s, it was like, don't eat any eggs, they're bad for you. In the 90s, it was eat egg whites, but don't eat the yolks, they're too fat. In the 2000s, it was back to don't eat any eggs. In 2005, it was eat all the eggs. And then they did research and found out that the yolks of the egg, even though they contain the most fat, they also contain the enzymes that are needed to break down the whites for your body to use it. So only eating egg whites does not provide you with as much as it would just to eat the whole egg. But the thing is, there's gonna be people that listen to this and go, no, that's not right, because I believe this because I read this. There's gonna be other people that will be like, I've always eaten the whole eggs. I thought it was stupid when you were supposed to just eat the whites. Other people are gonna be like, I don't eat eggs because I don't like the flavor. And that's truth. Believe it or not, that's probably the biggest truth of the whole thing. I didn't eat the eggs because I don't want to. And that's your truth. And then somebody cooks eggs a certain way and all of a sudden you love them. And you're like, oh, okay, well, I like eggs as long as they're cooked that way. Your belief changes. And we're like that with all kinds of things. I don't believe that could happen to me, and then it happens to you, whether it's good or bad. Could be winning the lottery, could be ending up in a car accident. But we frequently end up in a position where we don't have anything to go on besides what our beliefs are. And even the information and the facts we find and the research we find basically tell us the sky's the limit. But only until those facts tell us it isn't. And then all of a sudden you're back to the forest in the town and there's no way there's a moose in it. So your beliefs are what contribute to everything that happens in your life. So decide what you want to believe, find the facts to prove it, and then take the steps that make that a reality for you. And at that point, you often won't even have to try to find those steps. If you believe you can do something, when you try it, your energy will allow it to happen. Just watch a story, or watch Hot Ones with Woody Harrelson. He's talking about that movie White Man Can't Jump. And he and Wesley Snipes had a bet. every day that he couldn't stuff it. They couldn't dunk a ball. And he couldn't. And then he talked to, I believe, the catering lady. And he was just telling her, like, yeah, I don't know. I can't stuff it. She goes, have you stretched? And he goes, well, no, I haven't. So he stretched. And then he went back and he stuffed it. He dunked that ball. So all of a sudden, that little bit of information, that little bit of try this, and it worked. That's when you begin to open up that belief of I can't do it, to oh, I can almost do it, to I can do it, to I did it. Make sure your beliefs are something you want to have. Make sure your beliefs contribute to the life you want. Because the beliefs will outweigh any facts. And you will also find the facts that you need to make that belief true, even when it's in the outside world. Belief is everything, absolutely everything in creating your world and creating your life. Choose your beliefs.